Well, the crowd very unhappy at the end of the game, Nigel, but what's your overall view of the game and their response to it?
Yeah, listen, they're great, the fans are great, and everybody, we've lost the game. We've lost the game. Where we are at this moment in time is not great. We all want to see us winning games of football. You can't say we didn't have enough opportunities. Started the game brightly, done well. You know, Christian Dennis come in, done great. Could have scored 3. You look at the 2 headers from set pieces. We're trying like mad to score more goals from set pieces. Jordan Turnbull, 2 great opportunities. Just hasn't fallen in for us, you know. And again, when we look at the goal, 2 goals we've gone and conceded. Stop the cross, match the box. So disappointed with that. And again, goalkeeper makes some great saves towards the end. So, you know, you're trying to affect the game as best as we can to go and win. The reality is we haven't won the game of football. That's what it's all about. You know, you can talk about nullifying a lot of the things that they go and do because they're very direct in the manner. You could see that. You know, Tom Davis and Jordan Turnbull, they were manly there. They're competing for the ball. We landed on a lot of second balls, got the ball. Of course, I want us to pass the ball better. You know, so Sam Finley and Chrissy Merry in there, the opportunity was to get the ball. Where was the space going to go and be? Josh Hawke's getting his first start. You know, he was bright in there. So, you know, he's only going to be benefit from having that period of time on the pitch. And Sam Taylor, a little bit of naivety towards the end, maybe when he's gone through. You know, the lads, you know, he's honest in his nature to try and stay on his feet when he's going through. He's trying to score the goal. It's fair to say, I don't know how Tom Davis has got booked for that thunderous, that challenge that he put in. It was brilliant. That's what you want to see. So, you know, again, 𝗦𝗨𝗣𝗣𝗢𝗥𝗧, reflect on it, but can't hide away from it. As a Tranmere supporter, as an ex-player, as the current manager, and with the supporters, you know. I support this football club, and we've lost the game of football.
And it's another defeat at home as well, which is hard to take. And as far as the fans are concerned, they see the club going down the table at the moment, you know, rather than up at it and wonder how it's going to be turned around.
Well, again, look at Friday night. We've gone on there on the back of 2 games, and we've gone to Cheltenham, and we're thinking, right, if we win this game, which we could easily have gone and done, fine margins sometimes, we could quite easily have gone and won that game. And you're thinking the 2 games we've got in hand, all of a sudden you're points off the playoffs, 32 games to play, you can go and play. Now with 30 games to play, and again, we could have got something from this game quite easily. The amount of chances we've created, but we haven't scored. And that's probably been a big thing that has happened this season, that we've had chances and we've not scored enough goals. Today we've created a lot of really good chances. A lot of really good chances. You know, Harvey Saunders gone through at the end. He's come on again. Lads coming off the bench to try and impact the game. It's just not happened for us tonight. What we've got to do though is say, right, okay, what's the lessons we've got from this one? And we've got to give the fans something, but the fans have got to be fair as well, because the lads, you know, there's some lads who are really giving everything they've got. Some players are probably under a bit of form, but collectively we've got to keep everybody together, because as I say, we've got 30 games and the cup competition still to go, and we've got to pick ourselves up and we've got to go again.
Has the balance in midfield and the lack of it, you know, with injuries been a particular problem, you think, so far?
Well, listen, we can point to that, but every team's going to get injuries. Of course, it's not helping when we've got Regan Hendry from the last home game against Newport. He was fantastic alongside Sam Finley. You know, Sam Finley's been out injured since the start of the season. He's come back and he's finding his feet, doing all right. Chrissy Merry's, you know, he's gone in there. Leo Connors played the other night in the middle of the pitch. You know, Brad Walker's out injured. Sads Khan's been out injured. You know, again, we've picked up an injury to Luke Norris the other night. But all teams are going to do that. You're not going to hear me being a victim. I've said it from the start of the season. We only had 4 players on the bench. You know, so again, it is what it is. It's football. So get on with it. Try and help get the best out of the players individually, and help get the best out of us as a team. Now and again tonight, listen, I think it was just epitomised probably at the end a little bit. You've got Sam Finley, who's done great for us. You know, he's a talented football player. Takes a free kick and he kicks it straight out of play. You know, what can you do about that sort of thing? Except pick him up. Come on, we've got to keep going again. It's all the players get better and passing the football. So for me, I share the frustration. I get it. I ain't going to hide away from it. I've said it at the very beginning. I've said it all the way through. I burden the responsibility, and I'll stand up here and I accept that. But what can I do about it? I'm here. I'm going to. I give everything I've got to try and help the players. You know, get the best out of them individually and us collectively. And sometimes it's fine margins. So like tonight, we could quite easily have scored several goals and won the game, but we didn't. Well, we didn't. And as my dad keeps saying to me, it's about the result. And we didn't get the result. And sometimes it just compounds a little bit. So it's the reality of football.
still up for the fight, and something you can do differently? You look very carefully at things and move on for a week to face Morecambe this time next week?
Oh yeah, listen, I'm always going to be for a fight, and you know, you're feeling it, but you're going, come on, cold light of day, you've got to think, we've got to go again. You've got to lead from the front, you've got to go again, let's get organised, let's make sure we put a team to go out there for the next game. Some lads will play tomorrow night in the Cheshire Senior Cup because they need the games, and then when we go into December, I think it's 7-8 games in December, 7-8 games in January. The games are going to come thick and fast, and as we already alluded to, we're numbers wise, we've got players who are out injured, so players are going to have to stand up and come to the forefront. And again, I've endeavoured from the very beginning of the season to try and keep a settled side. That's what we tried to do last season, that's what we worked towards this season, and unfortunately that's not been the case, so we're trying to adapt to try and find a way to win, and unfortunately we haven't. You know, that's reality, that's life, but you know, you asked me the question now, I'll do everything I can for this football club, because I care about this football club, I care about the players, I care about the supporters, and I bear the responsibility, and I get that.
And just a final message for the fans. I mean, they're going away very unhappy. You know, what would you say to them about coming back next Tuesday?
Understand it, I get it, but again, it's our football club and we just got to come and support. So when the lads are on the pitch, get behind them, and they've done that tonight, and we started really bright. We didn't look at the Christian Dennis when he was through, and the fans were up there and we were up for it. But I understand when the result goes against you and all of a sudden a goal might go down. It's human nature, everyone gets touchy. We don't want to be where we are at this moment in time of the division. I understand that, I get that, I care for our football club, and whatever we can do at our football club in the meantime, obviously Mark's working very hard behind the scenes to try and keep this football club moving in the right direction, and I'm fully supportive of everything that goes on with that. In the meantime, my responsibility is to try and keep making sure that the players stay organised, we're structured in what we do, and then try and give them every opportunity when they cross that line to go and be the best that they can be.
And any thoughts for January just yet, or what you might or might not be able to do?
I think that depends on where the investment comes into the football club. So we've still got, that's basically the answer to that question.